Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to share with you a 3-day carnivore diet meal plan for weight loss. Why should you listen to me? I've had my own 30-pound weight loss transformation and I've maintained it. I was featured on the first ever carnivore TV show called the Reverse TV series. I have a PhD in nutrition from the University of Miami, also I'm a licensed dietitian, master's in nutrition, and I've taught for over a decade at the University of Miami, Miami-Dade College, and the American College of Sports Medicine. So, why is it that the carnivore diet makes it so easy for us to lose weight? It's really a cheat code for fast and easy weight loss. And that's because you're not eating addictive or highly palatable foods. So when you're eating foods that don't activate your dopamine system in your brain as much, you don't crash after you eat them. And so you don't have cravings and you don't have this low baseline dopamine level that is the result of consuming those kinds of foods. So the carnivore diet is basically eating only from the animal kingdom. And the main question that I usually get are herbs and spices okay? And the answer is yes, because you're not really eating a lot. The intake is negligible. Also, coffee and tea is fine. So I highly recommend that you also combine the carnivore diet with fasting, but I don't really even have to recommend it. You will naturally feel so satisfied that you will naturally not want to have breakfast. And so when you don't eat breakfast, that's a form of intermittent fasting. And you're probably going to end up eating just 2 meals a day. It's really hard to eat more than that on a carnivore diet. And so the fasting is going to truly expedite and speed up your rate of fat loss even more. And Harvard actually showed that this style of eating can speed up your metabolism by the equivalent of 300 extra calories. So your body will naturally burn around an extra 300 calories per day. So that's like an hour of exercise that you don't have to do. All right, let's start with day one. In the morning, you're probably not going to be hungry. So you can do black coffee or coffee. If you really want to have some creamer, I recommend sticking to dairy and not consuming anything outside the animal kingdom. So no almond milk, no coconut milk, things of that nature. So half and half or having cream, but you don't want to overdo it with the dairy. So limit heavy cream to no more than 2 tablespoons per day, and that's because it's far higher in calories as compared to the half and half. And you limit half and half to no more than 4 tablespoons per day. Day one, meal one, sunny side up eggs with sausage or with bacon. That's my favorite. You can cook eggs with beef tallow or with butter. I prefer low sodium bacon because when you buy low sodium bacon, normally they will not have added sugar like dextrose in the ingredient list. Also, you can sprinkle on all of the meals that I'm going to go over, ideally pink Himalayan salt or Redmond's real salt, because regular store-bought salt actually has dextrose in it. It actually has sugar in it, believe it or not. Day one, meal two. I love this meal, ground beef burger patties with a side of sunny side up eggs or just ground beef burger patties. And if you're out and about, you can actually go to any fast food place and order a burger and just throw away the bun. And there you have it. You have this meal. Ideally, 85% lean is what I would go for. Higher fat than that, it's just going to be harder to lose weight. And then you can top the burgers with low fat cheese or butter. And if we're doing dirty carnivore, then you can get the American cheese slices. That's still fine, but it's not really the optimal, healthier version of dairy. Day two, morning, you can have coffee or tea. Again, just make sure you don't add sugar. Day two, meal one, you can do scrambled eggs with smoked salmon. I really love scrambled eggs that are fluffy, but not too overcooked. So they're still a little bit juicy if you want. I don't know if that's the word. Smoked salmon, you can cut up little pieces of smoked salmon and mix it with the scrambled eggs, and you can cook them with a little bit of butter, and it tastes heavenly. And then you can add a side of light cream cheese because the cream cheese goes really well with the smoked salmon flavor. Or you can just add shredded light mozzarella cheese on top of the scrambled cheese. I highly recommend not combining multiple sources of dairy. So either choose the light cream cheese or the mozzarella cheese, but not both, because then dairy can encourage overconsumption of food and calories. Day 2, meal 2, you can do grilled shrimp with or without lobster on the side. I really like to have boiled lobster and some shrimp, and I top them with garlic herb butter. Or you can do grilled shrimp topped with garlic herb butter and a few slices of bacon on the side. I love the crunch of the bacon with the shrimp for some reason. Day 3, in the morning, same as before, coffee or tea. Day 3, meal 1, any kind of steak. Top it with some butter or whipped butter. Take out the jar of whipped butter like an hour or two before you're going to have your first meal so that it's really fluffy. Or you can add some light baby Swiss cheese on top of the steak. It's a very delicious combination. Day 3, meal 2, air fried chicken wings coated with ghee or beef tallow. That is a personal favorite of mine. You just pop the chicken wings or chicken drumsticks, by the way. Chicken drumsticks can help you lose weight even faster than chicken wings. And you pop them in the air fryer, either chicken wings or chicken drumsticks, for 30 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The official recommendation on how to cook chicken wings and drumsticks in the air fryer is that you should put them just for 15 minutes, but I really like the crispier they get, and that's why I leave them in for 30 minutes, and they're super delicious, and the skin crisps up really well. And you don't want to be afraid of the skin. That's where the collagen is, and it's a good kind of fat. Now, if you've never done a low carb diet before, like paleo or a lower carb diet than paleo, which is keto, or even the lowest carb diet, which is carnivore, then you're probably gonna wanna brace for the adaptation symptoms. I have a video where I go over the adaptation symptoms that you're probably gonna encounter. Most people will, and I will link it at the end of this YouTube video so that you know what to expect and how to kind of pace yourself a little bit before you transition into full-blown carnivore and zero carb. Some people, though, the younger you are and the less carbohydrates usually you've had historically in your diet, you might not have any adaptation symptoms. So you really only have to try and see what happens. But I highly recommend checking out the video on the adaptation symptoms, and and that way, when you're mentally prepared, you have a much higher likelihood of sticking with this meal plan. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can go to drsarahzaldivar.com/coaching. And if you want to check out my guides, especially the dopamine brain guide, that's going to help you increase your baseline dopamine levels so that you don't have those adaptation symptoms, so that you're not struggling when you're trying to stick to a carnivore diet, especially initially, then you can find the dopamine brain guide and all the other guides on drsarahzaldivar.com/shop. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed this kind of content, let me know, and I'll make sure I film additional content just like this.